What's poppin', y'all? The resident old head is back again. Now, Tyler, the Creator, is only, 34 years old? He's not even 35 yet, but he's adopted the mantle of old head very, very quickly. And I think this is a good example of, like, the old head mentality is something that's developed at a young age. Because even when Tyler, the Creator, was a young buck, still, trying to get after it, when he was on all these hype beast forums and things like that, at that time, he was kind of not a hipster, I would say, but he was on some, man, this popular stuff sucks. I mess with this, and this. I'm one of these weird, cool kids. And that's the same mentality that a lot of old people have where they're like, man, this new stuff is whack. And an example of that is Tyler, the Creator, when he came for Ian. So he came at Ian, the white rapper who signed to Boo, Akon's brother. He's like, yeah, like this weird guy, he's like Gucci Mane and Future. And I'm gonna see if I can find you guys the clip and play that. But I was just like, damn, dude, like, why? It felt like he was just hating. He just chose to pick on that dude because people thought he was talking about Yeet, but he wasn't. And now, more recently, he's come out and said, I think we give a lot of people who aren't smart and just want attention platforms to be loud and incorrect. And other stupid people follow them. Where are the people with skills? We need electricians. We need more drummers, painters, teachers. Everybody with a mic is crazy. I just think that ish is gross. This, once again, goes back to the point that I made in a previous video with Punch, TDE Punch. These people have curated their feeds too well. You know how often I see a podcast clip on my feed? Almost never. And that's because I'm not consuming that content. And this is the thing. This clearly makes him angry and emotional. So he's engaging with it. Even if he's not commenting or liking, he's probably watching it and then sending it to a homie and he's like, man, you seen this BS? Yeah, well, that's keeping you on the platform, which means that platform is going to serve you more content like that. I just swipe past the podcast, to be fair. And also, I feel like the peak of the podcast era of people wanting to start new podcasts was... I think that ended over a year and a half ago because people realized, oh, this is actually very difficult. Oh, wait, this is actually not as profitable as we thought. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a lot of upfront cost and really the biggest thing is, we haven't gotten motion in a couple of months or 6 months since starting this. Yeah, I think we should go ahead and move on to the next shiny object because people think it's really easy to just give your opinion and have a ton of people listen to you. Yeah, good luck with that. But Tyler, the Creator, doesn't realize you were the podcast back then for the younger kids and the older people were looking at you like that. They're like, yo, why is this weirdo eating a cockroach on a music video? What the hell is this music talking about graping pregnant ladies? What the hell is this nonsense, like this upside down cross edgy stuff? The podcast is just really the modern form of that and loud and incorrect. I think that's how a lot of parents would describe Tyler, the Creator at that time. And now it's just younger people. And he's talking about we need electricians, why do we need drummers and painters? And now drumming and painting is a skill, but like, come on, dog. Like, we don't need drummers and painters. We don't need more of them, actually. We have plenty of drummers if you're talking about producers on drum machines and things like that. Teachers, I don't know about that. But yeah, everybody is not with a mic. Most people, now everybody's got a Twitter account and they be in the Instagram comment sections. That's for sure. I could get with Tyler, the Creator, on that. Just giving their opinions on any and everything. Ignorant as all hell. Don't know anything about what they're talking about. And arrogantly giving off advice and statements as if they did know what they were talking about. But they're just trying to interact with people, which is all fine. You just can't take that stuff seriously. But this behavior by Tyler, the Creator, as of late, it's that mystery music type thing. Like, you guys remember when DJ Khaled was dropping his album, I don't know if it was Grateful. It was one of his albums at the same time as Tyler, the Creator. And he ended up going number 2 to Tyler, the Creator's number 1. Now, the backstory behind that is both of them used bundles. So they were both under the same terms. And DJ Khaled was supposed to go number 1. But he didn't go number 1 because they disqualified his bundles because he did like some energy drink stuff. And it was like, I kind of get where they're coming from. Dog, you can't be bundling energy drinks. With Tyler, the Creator, it was just merch. Same thing that Travis Scott really made famous with Astroworld. The success of it is what made it so famous as a tactic that they eventually had to patch it. But DJ Khaled was like, yo, we're not hearing this guy. This isn't mystery music. You're hearing my music in the radio. You're hearing my music at the barbershop, etc. Tyler, the Creator, is basically saying, hey, we're giving this is also another thing. We're giving people platforms. No, you can't give people platforms. People take the platform. You're getting a public square. That's what it is. That's what these platforms are now. It's not like, oh, I just signed to this podcast network and now I'm going to get this many views and this many listeners, or to this radio station who has this many people tuning in. Those days are long over. The platform is open. You get on there, you make some good speeches for the public forum metaphor that I'm trying to make, and a big crowd gathers around you. Well, you've just been rewarded for that. Now, of course, there are community guidelines that try to prevent somebody from just saying absolutely wild, hateful, and other things that are more likely to generate you an audience significantly quicker than just sharing of ideas. But I do like the diversity of thought that we have now. It did feel like it was a bit, I wouldn't say one-sided ever, especially within hip-hop, but across every type of media and other topics, let's say like relationships, health, even wealth, you're getting a diversity of opinions. Like, for example, food pyramid, right? I think like everyone's like, yo, that's some BS. But that's all we knew at the time. We just had the platform. It was just food pyramid, and people are pushing that in front of you. Now, man, you've got carnivore, what else have you? You got herbivore, you've got vegan, you've got vegetarian, you've got paleo, you've got keto, you've got high carb, you've got low carb, you've got all of these, you've got pescatarian, and you've got all of these different people that have different ideas that are all experts, and if you try to follow all of them, you're going to lose your mind. But what I'm saying is the options are plentiful, and they're all kind of right in a certain way. Like, if you follow any of them, you're going to get results, but they are able to battle with ideas. Whereas before, it was just, oh yeah, yo, cigarettes are good for you, by the way. Who said that? Yo, some scientists that we funded for this study. Yeah, or some doctors that we funded for this study. And then it comes out 20 plus years later, they're like, yo, actually, my fault, bro. That was, yeah, you know what it is. You know how I get, right? No, we don't know how I get. My uncle just died off of lung cancer. Not my actual uncle. I'm just throwing in a random example there. So the fact that we have more people that are willing to speak, and now, of course, are those people experts that are speaking? I think Tyler, the Creator, is particularly talking about in music. No, but what makes somebody an expert? Like being an actual musician? Well, someone that's a professional musician is less likely to give their opinions, because you have to play a game of politics to a certain degree. You can't talk about like, yo, that last Tyler, the Creator album was trash, man. I was with him in the studio. We were recording it. I told him, yo, that wasn't good, bro. And let's say that person worked with Tyler on that album, or has worked with Tyler in the past. Now Tyler's gonna be like, man, F that guy. We ain't working again. So now you're in a situation where all that's left is people that are fans of music or enjoyers of music, and they're going to give their opinions. And you've got different pockets. You've got pockets of people that just mess with street rap and do reactions to that. You've got drill at one point was a certain topic. You've got the gang aspect of hip hop and the stories around that. That's a certain topic certain people cover. So I really do think it's a great thing. And podcasts are something that people aren't being handed that. So if they're able to consistently do that and make a living off of it, yo, props to him. That's what Tyler, the Creator, should be saying. He's like, yo, it's not easy to do something like that. But no, he just kind of knocks it where it's like, yeah, we need more drummers, painters, and teachers and electricians. Like, dog, shut up. Stop hating. Hey, isn't your life good? And this is the thing. Like, the dude's bitter, hating on people like Ian, and talking about like, yeah, I just love this music stuff so much. That's why I hate it. He sounded more and more like Ebro every day. Ebro's just like, man, we cannot have these SoundCloud rappers taking over, and they did take over. It's like Jay when he was like, man, death to auto-tune. Ain't no way this is going to become the norm. It is the norm. And with Tyler, the Creator, he's just holding on to this past that he's idealizing, which, how can you possibly do that when in the past people were biased as all hell? You had all of these people working for these blogs that were getting paid. You had people that were working for, I was about to say newspapers, magazines, who were getting pushed to be favorable towards certain artists. So the media was biased as all hell back then. Now we've actually got media within hip hop, at least, where people are saying what they feel like. Whatever you want to say about academics, like the guy's saying what he thinks. Sometimes, hey, it ends up poorly for him in terms of like relationships fall apart, like the one with Kendrick, as well as the one with Lil Baby, because he was cool with their team. I think he's still cool with the team over at QC, but at least you're getting somebody's honest opinion, and then you have the opposite opinion of him as well. So I think the podcast thing is great. Now, yeah, if your feed is tuned to that, you are going to lose your mind. Like, for example, street interviews, I'm with Tyler, the Creator, on that one. Like, yo, I see a street interview setting, I just swipe past that. I don't even really scroll like that unless it's, YouTube and maybe X. On IG, I do not be scrolling. I see what the people I follow got to say. I check my DMs, and I'm out of there. Skedaddle. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do you agree with my notion that Tyler, the Creator's been on some hating stuff? Or do y'all think like, nah, he be spin, he be on point with every single point that he's made the past couple of years? If so, let me know. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one.